Awesome. Well, I'm here with Jacob and Georgia. I think we've been working together now for maybe about 5 weeks, is it? Roughly?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right, I think. Yeah. No, that's good. But yeah, just kind of bringing them on today to kind of do a bit of a journey share. So they're obviously nowhere near finished working with me, which is a good thing, I think, But we've obviously seen some good things so far. Yeah, so welcome, Jacob and Georgia.
Thank you.
You okay? Happy to be here, yeah?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
It's not like I sprung this on you at the last minute or anything, is it? No?
No, you gave us plenty of notice. We're all good.
That's good. All right. Well, I guess I'd love to hear from both of you a bit about, I guess, what life was like prior to working with me.
Well, for me, I think it was quiet, and I mean that in sort of terms of communication. Like we were very silent. There wasn't much discussion. Financial was my role, and bringing in the money was Jacob's role.
Sure. Okay. What about for you, Jacob?
Definitely, like agree with what Georgia said. It was she controlled a lot of the finances, not because that she wanted to, because I just burdened her with that pretty much. I feel probably before this all started, we had a lot of goals in our head that weren't expressed to each other, and we had futures that we both seen, but weren't expressed to each other. And I think before this we had our ideas of what we wanted to achieve and all that, but no pathway to achieving them.
Yeah, sure. That's good. So I guess there was obviously a moment at which you guys kind of decided enough is enough, and obviously reached out to kind of see what I guess, or the way in which I kind of help, etc., do the stuff that I do. Can you remember that? Was there like a certain thing that kind of triggered that?
Well, it was myself that obviously reached out, and I saw your ad about the money calculation,
Sure.
and I put in our figures, and I didn't believe them, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give him a chance to prove me wrong. I personally didn't think it was achievable, but obviously, I'm sure we'll explain later that we have smashed our goals, and that Josh is right, and I'm wrong.
There's nothing like eating a bit of humble pie. I actually remember that on our very first call together. So once we decided to jump on a call, and you're like, I don't see how this is possible, but we'll trust it anyway. And yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Sure. Okay. Well, I guess obviously only being 5 weeks in, I guess I'd love to hear some of the wins from your perspective. So some of the changes that you've seen, some of the things that you've enjoyed about the whole process.
I am just going to have to change my chair because our toddler's rolling it away from me.
That's okay.
That's the question.
Also, there's changes.
Yeah, the goals that we've reached so far.
Some of the changes and the wins you've experienced so far.
So I suppose recognising where a lot of our money is going. Well, for me, my changes are because I had no idea where any of it was going.
Sure.
I just put it into an account and that was it. But now having a bit more recognition to where it goes, and a lot of unuseful spending, where that goes, that I've never really recognised to start with. I suppose that's one of the changes.
Yeah. What about for you, Georgia?
We're talking a lot more. Like Jacob said, he's a lot more involved with the financial side of things. We've got down on pen and paper. It's not just in our head for our goals. And obviously, in such a short time, we've been able to start those with you, which is really good.
That'd be I suppose, is that, like I said just previously, I've always had these goals in my head, but no ambition or any drive to actually set them out and go, let's do this. Where over the past few weeks, all of a sudden, we've got movement in all of those goals that I've always had there. There's something happening.
They've become
changes
more realistic. Like they're something that
very much more realistic, and I suppose that's because we're communicating a lot together than we would have.
yeah, I think like the goals that we noted down in that first session that we had, they were to me they were dreams, whereas now they're more like they're achievable goals that we're actually working towards, which is really really good.
Yeah, has to be a good feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like Jacob said, finding where that money's going. Like, you know, I didn't believe that we could do, you know, the few thousand, that actually you said more than a few thousand, that we'd be able to save. And yeah, in that 5-week period, we've done.
Oh, she's going to look up the figures. Here we go.
Yeah, we in the 5 weeks. Oh no, we've been going longer than 5 weeks.
Okay.
So in the 7 weeks, we've done 4,500. So
yeah.
Whereas before, we would never have done that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you were confident that you'd do a lot less than that.
Yeah, well, I think because we planned over the 12 weeks, I think I said we'd do 5,000 in total, and we've done that in 7 weeks almost. So
yeah,
smashed it.
That's really good. It's really good, isn't it? And like I have you know, enjoyed kind of watching this as well, and to hear some of those things is really encouraging as well. So I guess if is there one particular thing that you've enjoyed about the actual process the most?
Mine was actually communicating with Georgia a lot better.
Sure.
But I suppose being a male, men don't really speak as much. And I find that I tend to, if Jordan just says something, I tend to just go, yep, that's cool, let's do that, okay. Where I've probably a lot more lately on actually asking questions and having and showing a lot more interest in the things we do. I think that's what I've enjoyed a lot more, is that there's a lot more higher communication between the two of us.
Yeah, awesome. What about for you, Georgia? Is there something you've enjoyed about this process the most?
One of the key things you said was that like your lifestyle doesn't, like your life doesn't change. You don't have to change. I don't know how exactly you worded it, but basically you don't have to miss out on things. And we haven't. Like we still do the same things. We still, you know, have treats but somehow that the little bits of money that we spent here and there that weren't necessary are the bits that are counting towards, like I said, that 4,500 that we've got saved. But we haven't cut anything out. We haven't been on a strict budget.
Yeah.
I think that was the hard bit for me to believe, was that, well, okay, how is Josh going to find us all this money? You know, without sacrificing certain things in our life. So I think that's probably been quite enjoyable to see.
Yeah, no, I think that's really good too, and I'm just looking forward to if we're 7 weeks in, we've got four and a bit months left, and lots of stuff still to go through. So I'm really looking forward to hearing some more wins along the way as well. So again, I think you guys have done incredibly well, and thanks for jumping on and sharing.
No worries, thank you.
That's all right.
That's all right, guys. Awesome. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.